Hey, y'all. It's the WDVX Blue Plate Special here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. We're here inside Visit Knoxville, and you can feel free to come join us if you like. If you can't be here with us today, know that you can jump over there to the WDVX Facebook page or our YouTube channel where you can watch it streaming live right now or later at your convenience. We have two acts for you here today on the show, visiting with us from just up the road a bit in Morristown. James Morris is here with us today and will be, to get things started, he's a good old East Tennessean himself. Y'all give a great big welcome to Roman Reese to the Blue Plate Special.
Yeah, baby, let's take a flight out of New York tonight. The city lights will fade away as we head west back through time. You can have the window seat as long as you're next to me, so you can see the Smoky Mountains pass beneath our silver wings. Jumped out of airplanes not too far from here. You did somersaults in Shreveport as a kid. I met the president in Waco once. Your best friend moved to Hollywood, but you never followed him. And it was the winter when we all went west, a family at a time. After the autumn of our discontent kept us cowering inside. Like a wave we fell upon the sands, chasing photographs and holding hands. I could still see it in her eyes. Oh, sweet Sedona skies. Well, baby, let's take a train through the red stone and clay, and we will marvel at the canyons cosmonauts could see from space. Get a little too close to the edge. You're standing on your head, for as far as I can see, this is the place God makes his bed. A little vertigo is in the air, and it reminds me that I do not want to die. We'll beg the Navajo to guide us where slot canyons capture souls in shafts of noon sunlight. And it was the winter when we all went west, a family at a time. After the autumn of our discontent kept us cowering inside. The sands, chasing photographs and holding hands. I could still see it in her eyes. Oh, sweet Sedona skies. Connect And it was the winter when we all went west, family at a time. After the autumn of our discontent kept us cowering inside. Like a wave we fell upon the sands, chasing photographs and holding hands. I could still see it in her eyes. Oh, sweet Sedona sky. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate that. My name's Roman Reese, and I appreciate y'all having me here today. I like to start off songs in East Tennessee about the Grand Canyon, so that's what happened there. Well, I was a bitter old pirate when I first saw the sunrise. It came in the form of a red-headed siren with a smile that lit up her eyes. We took a cruise through the park. She had to be home before dark. We skipped stones on the sea. It was just you. It was just you and me. I will bury my heart in honey to keep it safe and preserved. In a million years, when you come for me, I'll be the last man on earth. You will fall in my arms. You will succumb to my charms. As if you had any choice, you're the last girl, and I'm the last boy. Well, I don't believe in destiny, 'cause true love and fate are such fickle things. But if I lived 1,000 lives, I would choose you every time. Baby, I would choose you every time. So sail away. Sail away. So long, you rascals and hellions, marauders and sham privateers. The cold breath of hell was the wind in your sails, but it's only smooth sailing from here. Who cares which ship we're on? We have waited so long to embark into the blue. Girl, it's just me. It's just me and you. Well, I don't believe in destiny, 'cause true love and fate are such fickle things. But if I lived 1,000 lives, I would choose you every time. Baby, I would choose you every time. So sail away.
It's
Thank you so
Roman
much.
Reese with us here today on the Blue Plates special. So, Roman, it's been a long time since you've been here.
I'd forgotten where to park, so
Yeah.
that was a sign that
Yes.
it might have been a while. But I
Yeah.
feel like maybe a year, maybe about a year.
I think it's been longer than that. Parking lot's been gone longer than a year.
Okay.
Just so you know,
It's,
it's been a minute. So let's talk about what's going on these days. You're working in the real world. You're doing the thing and playing
just-
music when you can.
yeah, just trying to get by. We are, trying to still play out. I play with Roman Reese and the Cardinal Sins. In fact, we have a show on the 28th at the Jig and Reel, so we hope everybody can come out, full band show. That's Michael Davis, Nathan Carter, and Sterling Walsh, and 3 of us are lawyers, so don't hold that against us, please. But that's why we're called the Cardinal Sins. That's February 28th, which is also kind of my birthday. My birthday is actually February 29th, but I'm a leap year baby. But there's no February 29 this year, so I'm taking the 28th as my birthday this year.
Well, as you should. Well, I don't know. You could take the first.
I could take the whole week technically.
Yeah.
Any day's as fake as any other, you know? Like it's not February 29th. It just can't happen. So
And you could also kind of, I guess, subtract birthdays on years when you don't
oh yeah.
technically get one.
Yeah, I'm 11. I'm
Yeah,
a cool 11 right
11.
now.
You
My youngest son is 12 and he's finally older than me. So he tells me what to do and it's okay. It's all right.
So, Roman, how long you been making music?
Oh, well, let's see. I just told my age. So 19 years, about 19
Okay.
years, since I was about 15. Did I do the math right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Is that right? 20, 39? Oh, no, it's longer than that. It's more like 24 years.
He's a lawyer who can't.
Yeah, my undergrad is in
add.
English. Math is not my strong suit at all.
So, well, how did it happen? Or was your family musical? Where did you get your motivation to?
Well,
make
my
music?
uncle was very musical. I would say he was probably the first person that I knew. My uncle Jay Adams. He's actually a radio guy out here in East Tennessee too.
All right.
The red coat and the redneck. But whenever I was growing up, he always played music, you know, and was the cool uncle. So I always liked to hear him play and sing. So I kind of picked it up.
And how did that happen? Did you take lessons? Did you YouTube it? Did you
Oh,
have somebody
YouTube.
teach you?
We did not have the YouTube back then. You had to go to like Books A Million or something and buy a music book, you know. So no,
Mel Bay.
yeah, there you go, stuff like that. We just had those books and just taught ourselves, or you know, somebody else would show me. I had a friend of mine, Tony Sherman, who helped me learn whenever I was 15. He was my buddy that played guitar, the cool guy in school that played guitar, and so he helped me learn. But I didn't really take any formal lessons or anything like that. No.
What about the songwriting part? When did that happen?
Right around. It was more like the songwriting started first. So I was helping a friend of mine. Like we were trying to work out some songs so that we could be cool and maybe get girlfriends, and maybe get girlfriends. And so we were kind of learning. And then I was working on the song part, and then I decided, you know, he was kind of like, well, maybe I can learn how to play too, and it worked out.
All right.
Yeah.
And have you released anything with the Cardinal Sins yet?
So a while back, we released our last album called, it's just under Roman Reese, but it's with Clint Mullican and Hunter Deacon. They both play on that. Matt Foster plays dobro on that. Michael Davis, who still plays with me a lot, is on that as well. And it's called Listen Before Dialing. And I have CDs if anybody still has a CD player. Happy to just give you the CDs, or you can just take them even if you don't have a CD player at this point. I have like 1,000 of them. But anyway, it's called Listen Before Dialing, and it's on all the, sorry, Red, but it's on all the streaming
All
platforms.
the streaming platforms.
Yeah, it's everywhere. You can, like I said, you can get it at shows and stuff too. There used to be a thing called CD Baby that used to sell the hard copies as well as the digital, but they don't do that anymore for me. So I just have the streaming.
You can find out more there by, I guess we decided just searching out Roman Reese on Reverb Nation. It'll link you to the other places as well.
You can go to romanreese.com. It's Roman like the civilization, Reese like peanut butter and chocolate. And it'll usually direct you somewhere if it doesn't load up itself, because it's an older website that I've had for too long.
All right.
Yeah. And then all the social, Facebook and all those things. I'm there.
Y'all shaking howdy with him after the show. Thank him for being here. I'm going to back out of the way so we can get a couple more tunes here from Roman Reese on the Blue Plate Special.
Well, I want to say thanks to Red. She's been letting me play music on this stage for many, many years since I moved here in 2005. So thanks to you and thanks to WDVX for playing our music. We really appreciate it. This next song is about Michael Collins, the astronaut, not the IRA, the Irish Republican Army guy. So. Miss the moon tonight as she sailed across the sky with her sickle crown and pale gown on. I challenge you tonight. Come on, let's go outside. Stare up at the stars till dawn. What better way to spend the day than sleeping off the night? It must be cold, but you never know, 'cause I'm holding you so tight. Sometimes these moments pass me by, I long to be erased. In her eyes, there's no hill that I can't climb. So I am ashamed when there's doubt on her face. So take me away. Michael manned the ship as it drifted out of sight like a listless balloon. He'd come so very far, and it must have been so hard to travel all that way and still miss the moon. We can't all be cavalry. Somebody's gotta man the fort. I see tranquility, but eventually, yeah, every sailor needs a port. Sometimes, when these moments pass me by, Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I always felt bad for Michael Collins getting to go all the way to the moon and then not getting to go down to the moon. So that's for you. All right, let's see here. This next song is called Hubris. I like to write songs that have like a macro theme to them as well as a micro theme because the rules are often different between the two, I think. Not always. John Henry's train, it don't stop for no one. There's black smoke on the horizon. They're slaughtering the bison. We pushed through the rye and wheat westward to the sea. It's manifest destiny. And we're a nation birthed by warriors, so why stop at the borders? When we could rule the sea, we could rule the sea. Yeah, we could rule the sea. Galileo gazed up at the sky. At Kitty Hawk we learned to fly. Strap onto that Saturn V. We'll populate like a virus. We'll spread the pride inside us. Choke the host that wines and dines us. Yeah. We raced the Russians to the moon. We'll beat the Chinese to Mars. We can own the stars. We could own the stars. Yeah, we could own the stars. Turns out I'm no good. 'Cause I could go and get her. Does that mean I should? 'Cause it's a long way back to Tennessee. And it's a long way back to you and me. It's a long way back to 23. It's a long way back to used to be. God molded Adam from the clay. He wound him up and he watched him play. Did he make us this way? One generation and we're shot. The human race went straight to pot. And fratricide was our first stop. 'Cause we believe we're something special. God's at our beck and call. We can have it all. Yeah, we can have it all. Yeah, we deserve it all. It turns out I'm no good. I could go and get her. Does that mean I should? 'Cause I'm a long way from humility. I'm a long way from a bended knee. I'm a long way from begging please. I'm a long way from forgive me. Thank you. Well, I appreciate y'all having me. I'm going to do one more. Get out of the way so you can get your faces melted off. There's a place out on the edge of town where we used to watch the sun go down. We take the fire road to Widow's Bluff where we'd make love in the back of my truck. And I could still see her silhouette, summer skin and the sunset. Came together like a fusion bomb. Turn the radio up and turn me on. You used to be something. You used to be something. Now in the mirror there's a funny face. The lines are longer but the smile's the same. Bathroom sink with a chin I've shaved. All these years I can't wash away. I can make out the boy I was beneath the grown man I've become. But the joke's on me 'cause I've miles to go. Too late smart, too soon old. You used to be something. You used to be something. Let me get my glasses on so I can read the fine print. It says if this world knocks me down, I won't get up again. This is a forgery, never would have signed this. So I tear up the boilerplate and toss it to the wind. I saw a boxer with a broken hand, a ballroom dancer who could barely stand. Further down, a proud beauty queen, her sash is busting at the seams. They're closing down the county fair, sawdust and stairs that lead nowhere. Hallowed ground where heroes tread, muddy memories of the dead. You used to be something. You used to be something.
Thank y'all so much for having me. My name's Roman Reese. Thanks to WDVX. Thank you, Red, so much.
That's Roman Reese on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. Again, you can find more information, romanreese.com. You can find him on Bandcamp and social media as well. Shake and howdy with him after the show. Certainly thank him for being here with us today on the Blue Plate Special. The WDVX Blue Plate Special is presented by Barley's down in Knoxville's Old City. It's home of the Big Plate on Fridays at noon And tomorrow we'll be there with the Tune Junkies. The Tune Junkies, well, Tune Junkie Weekend is a weekend here in East Tennessee where a bunch of Scottish and Irish performers, Celtic style music, gather to make music together and have workshops, and it leads up to a big final concert. A lot of the performers will be joining us tomorrow on the Big Plate, and you can find more information about that at WDVX.com. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville, as well as the Big Ears Festival, returning March 27th through the 30th with Waxahachie, Julian Baker, Bella Fleck, Sam Bush, Edgar Meyer, Wyatt Ellis, and many more. 200 concerts in 15 venues in 4 days, plus exhibits, conferences, and surprises. Information for weekend passes available at bigearsfestival.org. So this gentleman, wow. He's been with us. He's a man of many names, let's put it that way. But it's good to have him back. It's been a minute. Give a great big welcome to James Morris to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Family comes around every now and then with their faces and their phones. They ask how you been, but that's a question with an answer you'd rather not give. 'Cause once you rain fire down that East Coast shore with your 454, you're green-eyed girl and thinking maybe you could die after that last kiss. The changes in the mirror and it's looking bad. Had some good years, but they go so fast. But oh, who'd ever thought you'd ever let go? Racing in the street on a Saturday night. Music's too loud, but your hair's just right. And oh, who'd ever thought you'd ever let go? Oh, so it goes. Try to stand up when the flag was raising your brother lowered into that grave with their hands on your elbows. You were carrying all the weight. And Lord, it really gets you like those chicken pox as you played in the dirt. You climbed on the rocks and how you gladly take his place in that pine wood box. The changes in the mirror and it's looking bad. Had some good years, but they go so fast. But oh, who'd ever thought you'd ever let go? Nothing lasts forever, then you're out of time. Your heart's never ready for that long goodbye. And oh, all you're left with is a ghost. Oh, so it goes. I'm standing here looking down a long dark hall. It could be a disaster, a slip or a fall, but you fell so hard back then. It couldn't hurt once more. Thank you. That song was written by my best friend and guitarist, Chris Suggs. Fortunately, he couldn't be here, but anyway. Let's do another one real quick. She lit a cigarette. She let go of the smoke. She sent a smile across the bar and said, hey, it's time to go. She took me by the hand. She led me out the door. And then my heart fell harder than it had before. Whoa, lie to me. Tell me I'm the prettiest girl that you'd ever seen. Whoa, lie to me. Tell me that you love me and you're never gonna leave. But tell me anything that you have to. Just lie to me, spare me the truth. But tell me anything that you need, and just lie to me. We stumbled to the car. She said, can you drive? We threw caution to the wind and drove off into the night. Singing so loud, her feet up on the dash. She said, just love me tonight and lie like this is gonna last. I pulled over the car, I took her by the hand. I turned the radio up and I asked her if she wanted to dance. The pale moonlight, I held her in my arms. You know I promised her the world would protect her from all that harm. I pulled her in close. She looked up at me, and it was no lie. She was the prettiest girl I'd seen. And she said, oh, lie to me. But tell me I'm the greatest dancer you've ever seen. Whoa, lie to me. Tell me that you love me and you're never gonna leave. Tell me anything that you have to. Just lie to me, spare me the truth. Tell me anything that you need, and just lie to me. Thank you.
It's James Morris with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. So I should have had this list going through my brain already.
Okay.
So it was Jimmy and the Jawbones.
Gone.
Jimmy Morris.
He's still around.
James Morris.
Yeah.
He's with us today.
He's with us today.
And James Lee and the rest.
Right, yeah.
So
It's confusing.
there's very
Sorry.
You can just say, "Hey, you," and he'll answer because
That's right.
he's got so many names. So Jimmy's the current project is James Lee and the rest,
Yes.
and you're actually going to hook up with them. You're en route to.
We are
meet
in, well, me and my brother, we're en route to meet those guys and head down to Nashville and play at the Cobra in East Nashville tonight.
Okay. So there was a big break in music there.
Very, very big break.
So tell us about what's been going on.
Well, the break in music, so I had Jimmy and the Jawbones, and music became a very unhealthy thing for me. And I needed to step away from it and refocus my life and direction and things like that. I picked up a worse habit of running for years and started doing races and marathons and things like that. And then I got tired of it, and I'm like, you know what, I need to get back into music and get a little unhealthy again. No. Actually, I got married, and everybody was asking me, like, hey, are you going to play your reception? And I'm like, I haven't played in years. You know, my wife, you know, her family didn't know that side of me, so everybody, you know, kind of pressed for me to play. And so, you know, I called up Chris and Alan, and, you know, we got a drummer, and, we played. We were supposed to play my reception. That was it. We had 5 songs, and that's what we were going to do. And then it felt good, and I got done playing. And my father-in-law, he's one of the toughest. He was one of the toughest looking men that I ever met, and unfortunately, he passed away recently. But he walked up to me and he said, "Son," he said, "I didn't know you had it in you." And I said, "Well, that's something I kind of like to keep in my back pocket." And he said, "I think you should take it out of your back pocket and do something with it." And so we're like, "All right, well, let's do something." And so we started booking shows, and it's like, "All right, we need a band name." And then Chris, our guitarist, was like, "Well, why don't you just take your first name and your wife's first name, and we'll just be the rest." And that's kind of how we came up with James Lee and the Rest.
All right.
Yeah.
So the current project you have out there is Lost. It's not Lost out there. It's called Lost.
It's called Lost.
So what's that like? Is that with the current band?
That is with the current thing, yeah.
And is that a live one, or was that a studio
That's
production?
a studio. The 2 that you have are studio. We do have a live album that we recorded over at Press Pub. It sounds just like just your straight bootleg garbage recording.
Like straight out of the press pub.
Yeah, straight out of the Press Pub. But yeah, and then we did, Chris and I did 2 acoustic albums and released those on, streaming platforms.
Well, with that being said, there is merch available here, and y'all can feel free to stop by the merch table after the show and certainly shake and howdy with our performers and thank them for being here with us. I guess heads up Nashville.
Yes.
James Lee and the Rest will be at the Cobra.
Yeah, we'll be at the Cobra tonight in Nashville, and then tomorrow night we're at Sutry's.
Okay.
Just down the road.
Here in Knoxville.
Yeah.
I guess the best thing to do is just search him out there at James Lee, Leigh,
Yeah.
and the rest.com for the schedule and more information. I'm out of the way.
Okay.
It's James Morris with us here today on the Blue Plate Special.
All right, this song is the last song we did was "Lie to Me," and it's on the album over there. This one is too, and it's not. This is not an autobiographical tune. I played this for the first time in front of my parents, and they kind of had a look on their face like, you made us sound like horrible people, and it totally has nothing to do with them at all. My dad never works on cars. Well, I can't say that, but he didn't work on cars growing up. He was in the Army. So anyway, I'll quit talking now. Nothing ever changes in this town. The road goes forever, then it brings you back around. Singing I was lost, but now I'm found. Nothing ever changes in this town. Well, I was born when they were 18. Daddy did the best that he could. He worked on cars to make a little money. Rich folks said he ain't no good. Well, I was born when they were 18. Mama worked the kitchen at the local dive. She had a different man every other weekend. I guess Daddy won her type. 'Cause nothing ever changes in this town. The road goes forever, then it brings you back around. They ain't no better, but they still look down. Nothing ever changes in this town. Well, I was born when they were 18. We didn't have much, but we called it life. Daddy stayed drunk in the evenings. Mama smoked cigarettes and cried. That nothing ever changes in this town. The road goes forever, then it brings you back around. Singing I was lost, but now I'm found. Nothing ever changes in this town. Nothing ever changes in this town. The road goes forever, then it brings you back around. One day they'll put me in this ground. Nothing ever changes in this. You know, I often forget how short these songs are when I don't have the guitar solo in it. So I think I have time for one or two more. Two more? Okay. Let's do this one. This is a brand spanking new one. I played this one at Tennessee Songwriters Week last Friday. And the crowd liked it, the judges didn't. So that's okay. The sun sets low on the Knoxville streets. That's why. Goofed. The sun sets low on the Knoxville street. Echoes the laughter, it's all bittersweet. Faded graffiti on alleyway walls. Your smile shines so bright, now it don't shine at all. You had my back in the darkest of days. Now it's all lost in a dark, smoky haze. Your voice in my ears like a ghost on the air. I reach for you, but there's nobody there. In old Tennessee, you have taken my heart. With love and sorrow, they tore me apart. The three rivers run, your memory lies. Whisper your name to the darkening sky. Radio plays our favorite song. The notes seem too heavy and the chorus too long. So I walk the streets where we used to roam. I probably shouldn't, well, it's better than home. In old Tennessee, you have taken my heart. With love and sorrow, they tore me apart. But three rivers run, your memory lies. Whisper your name to the darkening sky. Down by the tracks, by the old riverbed, I should look for you, but I'll lie here instead. A prayer to the night, God, I wish I were dead. Surrounded by your memories and the words left unsaid. In old Tennessee, you have taken my heart. With love and sorrow, they tore me apart. But three rivers run, your memory lies. I scream your name to the darkening sky. So here's to the nights I'll never forget. Where three rivers run, your memory rest.
Well, it's James Morris. He's not James Lee until tonight.
Till tonight.
So, yeah. But you'll get a second chance to see him with the full band tomorrow evening at Sutry's. That's just a block away from here. More information can be found right there at JamesLeeandTheRest.com. How about one more round of applause for Roman Reese, the first half of the show here today. Yeah. Yeah, shake and howdy with our performers and thank them for being here with us today. Tomorrow we'll be down at Barley's for the big plate with the Tune Junkies. You can find out more information about that at WDVX.com. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us today, Jimmy, playing a few tunes.
Absolutely.
Will you leave us with the last one?
Yeah, absolutely. So to piggyback off the story about my father-in-law, this was the last song that he ever heard me play, and I just made a promise to myself that I'm always going to sing it whenever I play. It doesn't matter where or when I'm at. The song's called Boxer. You know you got your pride and your bros tucked like a Tommy gun somewhere in the smoke, just in case you needed some. Heard it's been a ride rougher than the last one. Someone used to say the harder they come, but he says he's praying for a good time, and she says she just doesn't miss him. But I've heard you never really lose it, do ya? We'll see. You took it all gracefully on the chin, knowing that the beatings had to someday end. We found your bandages inside of the pen, and there were stitches on your radio, and there was something heavy holding you down. There were whispers that would drive anybody crazy. Now you haunt the heart of this town. Remember when I knew a boxer, baby? And your tattooed knuckles, so how they grind down. You try to be a man, tough like your father. You try to settle down, more like calm down. Remember those songs and the reasons we were singing for. He says someday he's gonna find her and keep her. He just doesn't miss her, but I've heard you never really lose it, do ya? We'll see. You took it all gracefully on the chin, knowing that the beatings had to someday end. We found your bandages inside of the pen, and there were stitches on your radio, and there was something heavy holding you down. There were whispers that would drive anybody crazy. Now you haunt the heart of this town. Remember when I knew a boxer, babe? And you can wait all night long until it all goes wrong. Until you waste away your soul, until you waste. You took it all gracefully on the chin, knowing that the beatings had to someday end. We found your bandages inside of the pen, and there were stitches on your radio, and there was something heavy holding you down. There were whispers that would drive anybody crazy. Now you haunt the heart of this town. Remember when I knew a boxer, baby? Thank you, guys.
James Morris, thank y'all, and join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate Special.